Alright, the original video release of Oliver and Company, released September 25th, 1996. Of course, the film itself was released in 1988, but there was another theatrical re-release. Part of it's ripped off there. It's ripped off there too. Well, I do think Oliver and Company is a decent film, kind of entertaining. I consider it the worst of the Disney animated classics because of the terms of the story and the characters, and you know, the animation was kind of cheap and rushed. But it was a big hit, and it only got Disney, you know, towards the Renaissance, thanks to this film and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, of course. You got the print date, July 5th, 1996, and there's something really weird about this tape. It feels like there was a green filter put over the image. Like, it's kind of like glitched or something. Like, the film looks like all the colors have a greenish tinge to them. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like somebody like put a green filter over the image. It might have been a faulty pressing. It's too bad. It's the way I've watched the film when I was younger. When I see the DVD and the exact colors that the film was supposed to be. Comes out of nowhere. But there you have it, the original video release of Oliver and Company. Okay, here we got the Masterpiece Edition of Bambi, which is also the fully restored 55th Anniversary Limited Edition. THX there. This was released February 4th, 1997, and Bambi ranks at number 2 on my best to worst Disney list. I think it's one of the crowning achievements in the Disney animated classics canon. Such a great film. I like how a lot of the film didn't have much dialogue. It's a pretty good way of storytelling. And you got the print date on here, December 22nd, 1996. And there's a little making of special at the end, which would be on a good number of the Disney VHS tapes, the Masterpiece Editions from 97 to 98. And, you know, it's really interesting. It gives you a short look at how the films are made. Of course, on the DVDs, there's more in-depth, like, bonus features. But back in 97, you know, this was pretty awesome with the making of special at the end. Alright, here we got the home video release of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This was released March 4th, 1997. And Hunchback of Notre Dame is a great film, very underrated. I think it's probably the best Disney film from the 90s. And I like how dark the story was. I like that kind of stuff in Disney films. The villain was great. And the story and screenplay are pretty good for the most part. You got the tape, the label. And the print date on here is December 31st, 1996. Great film. I think it's underrated in a way. Hopefully they'll release this on Blu-ray soon. Alright, here we got the Masterpiece Edition of Sleeping Beauty. This was released September 16th, 1997. And it's a fully restored limited edition, of course. And it has a making-of video at the end, like a behind-the-scenes video, much like the Bambi Masterpiece Edition VHS. And Sleeping Beauty is a really good film. The only flaw is the story and the characters. But the movie is really ambitious, and the music's great, and it was very epic in scope for its time and how it was shot in 70mm. Okay, here you got the print date, August 18th, 1997. I don't know if it made the top 10 on my list, but it comes close because there's a lot going for it. Even though the story and characters could have been a bit stronger, it was still a very good film nonetheless. Of course, the dragon battle at the end, it's one of my favorite climaxes in Disney in Disney history. It's a good film, but I think the real way to watch this is on Blu-ray, of course. Alright, the Masterpiece Edition of the Jungle Book, released October 14th, 1997, fully restored limited edition, 30th anniversary. The cover's not in the greatest of condition, but you know, it is what it is. It's ripped off there. This is a great film. I mean, the story was a bit episodic, but the characters are great. The music is wonderful. Although the film does recycle animation from previous Disney films, it still looks pretty good on other scenes. And it was Walt Disney's last animated feature that he personally supervised. He died during the making of it, of course. And the print date is August 13th, 1997, and it also has a behind-the-scenes making-of video at the end of it. I used to watch that and the BAMBI one all the time, and I thought it was so awesome how they made these films, and I think watching those is pretty much why I want to be like a filmmaker, like I want to have a career in animation someday in the future. But this was a very good video release, very well put together.
Stay tuned after the feature presentation for a special program, The Jungle Book, the making of a musical masterpiece.
Crazy.
Thanks for joining us for this special preview. And now our feature presentation.
Pretty interesting variation of the feature presentation logo there. Seen on a lot of mid to late 90s Disney VHS tapes before they expired that logo. Right here we got the Masterpiece Edition of Peter Pan. This was released March 3rd, 1998. It's the 45th anniversary, fully restored limited edition. And like the BAMBI, Sleeping Beauty, and Jungle Book Masterpiece Editions, it has a making of feature at the end. And this is a great film. I think this made it into the top 10 on my best to worst Disney list. I'll have to check again. It's a great film. Real classic. And the print date on here is January 20th, 1998. These are the later era green FBI warnings that appeared on late 90s Disney videos. This is from my VHS of Lady and the Tramp, of course. Right, here we got the original video release of The Black Cauldron. This was released August 4th, 1998, and this was the first time the 1985 Disney animated classic was released on home video. And take a closer look at the cover, how detailed and shiny it is. It's pretty cool. And this film had quite a history behind it. It was in production for a while, and it was in pre-production for nearly 10 years, even more, before the project took off sometime around 1980 or 1981. But there was so much going on at the Disney studios, and by the time The Black Cauldron was finished, it was a mess. Still a pretty decent film, but it's kind of a mess. Print date is May 29th, 1998. There you have it, the original video release of The Black Cauldron.
And now, our feature program.
The Black Cauldron VHS, to my knowledge, is one of the only Masterpiece editions to not have the Masterpiece logo on it. And of course, you got the modified screen there. Alright, here we got the Masterpiece edition of Lady and the Tramp, released September 15th, 1998. Another fully restored limited edition. THX, of course. And this is one of my all-time favorite Disney animated films. It's really wonderful. There you got the label, tape, and the print date is August 22nd, 1998. Like I said, Lady and the Tramp, it's one of my all-time favorite Disney animated classics. According to some sources, there are lines of dialogue missing from this video release, which would later be corrected on the DVD. I'll have to look into that, see what was missing. Since I don't actually have a DVD copy of this film, so I'll have to look into that. Still, wonderful film. Alright, here's the Masterpiece edition of 101 Dalmatians, released March 9th, 1999. And this was one of the final Masterpiece editions. I think the last one was The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad in May 1999. This is a great film, another Walt Disney classic. It's a couple little flaws, but still a great film. Special bonus, exclusive Mouseworks featurette starring Pluto. This is the one where he's trying to get the paper. I forget the exact name of it, but it's pretty funny. The tape also has a white sticker label. It's pretty cool. Print date on here, January 18th, 1999. And it came with some promotional stuff. I'd show it. A business reply mail card. And a little promo for Bug's Life, which was new on home video at the time, or coming to home video. Actually, there's 2 copies of this little promotion in here. It's pretty cool. Another business reply mail card for Family Fun magazine. It's pretty cool. A little Winnie the Pooh collection thing. Open this up here. This is pretty cool. And more savings. Masterpiece edition titles there. It's a coupon. None of these were ever used. It's pretty cool. Nice little bonuses when you collect these videos from these old Disney videos. There's a Winnie the Pooh thing. And a little list of videos that are available. I'll say no longer available and currently available. And they're all in the order of when the animated features came out. It's nice. And of course the non-canon live-action films with some animation of, like, you know, Bedknobs and Broomsticks and all that. And this last thing is another promo. Some giveaways there. That's all the promo stuff that came with this VHS of 101 Dalmatians. Very interesting to say the least. Hopefully one of these days I'll find like an old classics edition that comes with some promo material on the inside. But there you have it, the 1999 VHS, 101 Dalmatians, with some promo material inside.